Why is it? Oh, don't do that. There we go. Let's try that. Punched. Whoa. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's very cool. So I've got a JSON differ. So if I can use that somehow, then that would be a very efficient undo redo system. Very cool. Look at that. Let's do something a little more advanced. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Oh, cool. That's gonna be way more efficient. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's try something like, whee. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? So with the tiles, oh, that's so interesting. Okay. Boy, this might be challenging. Interesting. So it's gonna have to like recurse and stuff like that. Okay. Oh boy. So I want to do this as non-hard coded as possible. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so it seems like what I'm going to have to do I think this is going to work. I'm going to have to recurse through and check if the key exists, or if it's a list, then it's a position, and apply the removed when you undo, basically. It's so interesting. Okay, so that's interesting. All right. Yeah, okay, so let's see. What if the diff is nothing? Let's see what that looks like. Diff is nothing. So I need to like print out like checking if it's undefined or something, I think. Like I don't know what that is. See, it's just printed out nothing, so I don't know if it's undefined or null or empty string or what. So we're checking a diff between jeez. Okay. Let's move this down. So we want a diff between editor.export JSON and then JSON, and then this is the new one. So cool. So what we're gonna do We want to do this no matter what. So we're going to get the diff between the previous JSON and the new JSON. Okay, I'm just going to do some stupid test stuff now. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's see. Has nothing. Alright, then for these, just comment those out. Alright, oh no! Unexpected end of input. Okay. So we need to do like if. Let's try that. Cool. Diff was nothing. Cool, so I can detect that. And then if I do this, boop. Well, okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Alright, cool, so diff.has. So if the diff is not nothing, then what we want to do is push it to the list of undo diff none list. Cool. That's beautiful. It's gonna be awesome. So one problem I foresee is that if you make lots of changes really quickly, so I debounce exports usually. So if you were to do something wackadoodle like change two fields really close, like within a quarter of a second, one undo would be both of those. Which might be okay. I mean, if you change stuff in a quarter of a second, I mean, I think it's better than no undo for now, honestly. If people hate that, I can try to figure out a better way to do it. New diff node list. Cool. Cool. That's awesome. One problem with undos is you won't always see them. So if I'm over here, like, you know, changing something in here, well, I'm not changing. Let's say I was on the map and then I click undo. It's going to undo this tile change, but I won't see that because I was somewhere else. I don't know how much of a problem that is. Let's see what this is. Let's see. Cool, so I might want to add that. Object editor in a container. Yeah, we don't want that. Object editor in a container. Yeah, we don't want that. Alright, let's get rid of that. Hopefully that looks alright. Cool, so let's see if that fixes that. Yeah, looks good. Wonder if I should remove the X scroll on these. Interesting. Huh. How weird. Could do that. Object editor, inner main area. Let's try this. Oh no. I think it's this one. I like it. Shouldn't they all be auto? Why are they all scroll? It should just be auto. I wonder if they were working. You know what? Let's publish it. Check it out. So I have this neat little publishing script. I don't know. I don't have it on here though. That's one problem. How many of those do I have? 7. Wonder if I'm just gonna break everything. We'll see. I mean, it looks alright so far. We'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So I think we only want to add style because we don't want that yet. I'm not done with it. Or that, but we do want that. I'll pull that over here. See, I'm going to test it now, so what I'm going to do is build.rpg.sh. Let's do it in dev mode. So what that's gonna do is publish it here. So it's not gonna work immediately because it's still publishing, but yeah, it's not done yet. Why is it all zoomed in? There we go. Building. All right, so it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna build, but we'll see if that broke everything. Hopefully not. All right, so yeah, I've got a way to store my diffs here. I gotta figure out how long that list should be. 100? Why not? Let's try 100. You like that long, that long name. And then here in export. Alright, so in export, got the max length. If undo diff node list dot length is greater than remove at set range. I think it's gonna be set range. Remove range? I think it's gonna be this. Let's check it out. Let's see, dart list remove. No, we want, what is it? Remove range. Looking at the API. So I'm gonna say, so we start at 0, so remove the first X. So it's gonna be like, so if it's 110, you take 110 minus 100 and you get, so you're gonna remove the first 10. Cool. 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 Right. What am I doing? I'm in Dart. I've been programming in JavaScript all day, so I gotta adjust back. Cool, undo length to 0. So now if I change to the brush, yeah, I know. Let's change it to this, so it's not gonna be a change. Undo length 0, because I haven't done anything yet. But if I do this, boom, undo length 1. Undo length 2. Isn't that cool? But if I do this, boom. Oh no! Oh no. Let's figure out what I did there. Uh-oh. Line 215. So which one was the problem? Interesting. Receiver null. Plus. Isn't that strange? Editor.export. Line 215. So is the JSON differ.diff. Alright, let's do a little test here. Just to see if one of them is null or something. That was weird. Yeah, see, they're identical. And then if I do a fill, yeah, still in diff. Let's clear this and fill, and that should break. Yeah, okay, so. Wonder why it's shorter. The null object does not have a method plus. What is plus? What is null? Is this library just buggy? It could just be a buggy library. Let's see. So it's telling me. See, the problem is this is some like deep in the code kind of issue, you know, like it's not something I'm doing. It's not like a plus sign I have somewhere. That's rough. It's somewhere in here. Neither of these are null. Could just be a buggy library. I don't know what I can do about that. That's not good. I also don't know why I got so much, such a different length when all I did was change the IDs of these tiles. Man, I don't like that it can't. Yeah. Changing both times. Isn't that weird? I wonder, is that invalid? Is it exporting invalidly? It might be. I wonder what's happening. So let's try this. All I did was fill. But I wonder if that means it fails to export. So that's gonna not trigger. So So I'm wondering if a fill is actually broken right now. That would be really interesting. Cool. So let's check if it parses in JSON lint. Yeah, it's valid JSON. Let's try to play it. So you take the JSON, you copy it, you paste it, you load it. So now, oh, forgot about the cutscene. Never build games with cutscenes. What terrible designer made this? Okay, thanks. No, that's correct. That is absolutely correct. It's ugly, but it's correct. So what are we losing, I wonder? What's the difference in length there when I'm filling only? Man. So yeah, when I make a change, length 0, yeah, so that's the initial one. Yeah, so those are identical. I didn't change anything. Even if I do this, yeah, it's going to be the same because their IDs are going to have like the same number of digits and stuff. But apparently if I fill, yeah. Yeah, what did I lose there when I did the fill? It's so weird. Okay, so we're gonna have to try something here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, boop, so now the length is 127.53. Let's verify that. 127.54, so yeah, that's correct. So now, if I fill, yeah, now it's 119699. Yeah. So now I gotta figure out what the difference is between these two. Oh boy. Alright, so let's JSON lit these so I can get it per line. Oh, isn't that so much better? So much easier to read. Make sure they're still different. Line 14749. Line 14, yeah, so, okay. So I gotta figure out what the difference is between these two files. Yeah, so, okay, so how does anybody know how to use Sublime better than I do? Because what I want to do here is a diff, or scroll side by side, or something. I want to compare these two, basically. Let's see. Alright. Google to the rescue. Let's see. Diff2 files. Compare. How do I compare things in Sublime? Oh, interesting. Okay. We'll have to save them. That stinks. Alright. Let's see. I don't want to do that. I'm back. Alright, so what I want to do is save this as like, that's test1.txt, test2.txt. No, I can't diff them. Nope, can't right click and do diff files. Can't do that. Alright. You liar. Alright. Can't diff files. That stinks. So that's not a valid answer. Let's see what else we got. No, this isn't. Let's see, what is this? This is Sublime Text 3. Oh, I don't want to install a package. I've done this before, I know I have. So that's how you open them side by side, but I still can't, like, you know, keep their scrolls locked to each other. Yeah, it's challenging. Might skip this song, it's getting awfully high pitched. Let's see what we... Cool, so I installed that. So how do I use it? Alright, I guess it's doing its thing. Oh, ooh boy. Oh goodness. Huh. Interesting, look at this. So that's right. And then everything gets wonky. What in the world? I have no idea what I'm looking at. What's with all this emptiness? Oh well, it's okay, so it's stretching them to match each other. See, most of this should just be changes from ID66 to ID67. But that doesn't seem to be what's happening. So I'm just really worried that I'm losing something. Ooh, look at that. It's losing encounter true. There we go. That's interesting. Yeah, that would be broken. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that solved that. Well, found the issue, not solved it. So... Alright. Cool. So now, I need to look at fill. Now it's going to be a map editor. Switching gears. it's going to be in fill tile. So in here, cool. So I'm not sure if that is wrong or not. Let's check. See, okay, yeah, that didn't work. Alright. That sucks, I have to have duplicate code. Interesting. So where is this flood fill then? That's why layer tile before. No, that should not be the problem. Encounter. Now there's a question. So right now I'm filling just based on ID. Should I be filling based on encounter / non-encounter? Does that make sense? So on, let's change the visibility. Yeah, so these are all grass tiles, right? But these are encounter grass tiles. And if I fill, it's going to fill those, but it's not going to carry over their encounter tile status. So that's tough. So that's the question of, should fill only change your tile ID, like what sprite you have? Or should it also change whether you're solid, whether you're layered, whether you're encounter? And if not, should it stop? Should it only change these grass tiles around, but not the actual ones in here? Because they have the same sprite, but the encounter ones would lose their encounter status. Interesting. So I don't know. Encounter ones are different from the surrounding ones in that they're not encounter, so I don't know. I wonder if I shouldn't handle encounter differently. It shouldn't be like its own brush or something like that. Boy, that's tough. I'll have to think about that. Maybe get some outside opinions. Alright, that's clear as mud, but... So anyway, back to the undo redo, I guess. So we get export. So we should have a nice export list. Oh no, but we're still getting a stinking error when I do the fill tool. That's, man, this is frustrating. So when I do the fill tool, uh-oh. One moment, I've got a phone call. Alright. So I think I've still got this bug here. It's annoying. I don't know what to do about that. That is really annoying. So yeah, if I fill, it just breaks the null object. I think it doesn't handle certain cases. I'm gonna have to explore that more. Boy. That is a pain. So let's see. Yeah, I might be out of luck. So I'm using this, basically. You can see that, yeah. That's what I'm using. But, you know, it's by Google, which is good, but it's not like an official Google thing. But it seems to have a bug. I don't know, when I do a fill, it says the null object does not have a method plus. It's hard to say what's causing that. Yeah, any fill. Alright, so let's see if it's a special case with those, like, these, you know, encounter tiles up here. So let's, yeah, so if I go below and then I fill with concrete, will it still break? Yeah, it still breaks. Isn't that weird? Alright, new game. So when I do new game, that's a good thing to note. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. So then if I doop, paint that, there we go. Another undo, another undo. Alright, so what if I fill? Breaks. Isn't that interesting? Why does it break on fill? I wonder what's different. 3-0 to 3-2, 3-5, 2-2. Why does it break on the fill tool? So I must be doing something special in the fill tool. I don't know. It's so strange. Why would it break? Let me know if anybody else has any ideas. What is the weirdest thing? Hey! Hey, Rage X Win, how are you? I am having problems with this, this library I'm using. I gotta figure out what the heck's going on here. So something special is going on with fill, I guess. With the fill tool. So I debounce export. But I do that all the time. I do that with the brush tile too, so debounce export. Isn't that strange? Why does the fill tool break it? What is different? Alright, I think I'm gonna have to try something a little drastic here. let's see. Okay, so I'm going to devise a very like minimalistic test here. So when I export, I'm going to print out like the entire game. So that means I'm going to like print like so let's see what I can do. So this is going to be a bit of a lot to print out at first, but man, I really got to figure out what's going on. So if I brush there, oh, isn't that strange? That broke. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. This is interesting. So this diffed with this broke. These both. It's valid. That's valid. Alright, well, shoot. Let's compare these two. I already see one difference. Yeah, so that one changed, but that should be about the only change. Isn't that crazy? That's so strange. That's the only change, and that's perfect. That's exactly what it should be. One of those tiles went from null to not null, to an object. And it breaks. Interesting. Whoops. I don't want to open Firefox. No, we don't want to open that. Alright, so time for another test, I guess. Let's try a little test here. So this is a little something I do so I can tell how far things get in the code. So we're just gonna try this. Right. So to get the minimal comparison here, we're gonna compare that with like let's see what that does. Must be a single object. Okay. It doesn't like that, so what we can do here is just this. Alright, let's make it easier on ourselves. Alright, let's see if that breaks. Yeah, that breaks. What if it's the same, where diff should be nothing? See, that should be valid JSON, I think. Yeah. So there's no diff there. If I do that. That works. What in the world? Alright, so... Alright, so let's try to do, like, exactly what it is. Or close to it. So, Rage X window. No, I am not in high school. Okay, so that's a pretty close approximation to what it is. Just to be sure, let's put this in JSON. So we're gonna validate it. Yeah, it's valid JSON. Interesting. All right, that's gonna be an object. So that's the cool. So then if we copy and then paste that here, so we're going to compare A to B. Whoop. Lost my thing. There it is. So instead of null, this will be an object. Oh, don't do that. Right, so ID is going to be 1. Yeah, so it breaks. Interesting. Huh? Can I distill it even further? Yeah. Even further. Alright, cool. So that's also breaks. Is it the array within an array? I wonder. I bet it's something to do with that 2D array. Let's remove one of these, see if it still breaks. Ah, yeah, ooh, huh, That's very interesting. Will that break it? It will. Oh, beautiful. That also breaks it. Alright, see, we're trying to get how far down. I want to see as simple as I can make this. Cool. So it can't handle multi-dimensional arrays, it looks like. Receivers, no. Both those are valid JSON, right? I gotta concentrate hard, right? So I can make this thing suck less. I've also got a lot of tabs open. That doesn't help. I should probably fix that. Yeah, well, I think I found a bug in the library that I'm trying to use. I think I get to open an issue on that. That's awesome. Or I could try to fix it myself and do a pull request, and then I'd be famous. Well, Rage X1, do you do any coding yourself? Well, that's broken for now. I think I have to go eat here in a minute. I'm gonna stop for now. And hopefully I'll get this figured out, because this would be a really useful library to be able to use to do undos and redos. But yeah, thanks for watching. I should be back at some point, and I'll keep working on this. See, what I want to do, this session was not as exciting as it could have been probably, but sometimes when I'm streaming on here, I kind of make a game using the editor with the people watching, and that can be really entertaining. So hopefully I'll do that again soon, where we just build something stupid, and that's me testing it basically. Is okay, let's add a character and let's add an event that happens, and let's go fight a monster and see if make sure that works, and that can be really entertaining. So hopefully I'll get to do that again soon. And I don't know, thanks for watching, guys. It really helps to interact with people and have a little accountability to make me keep working. Cool. I will see you all again hopefully soon.